never talk. Every time I start talking, I see those couple of periods. It's just like,
yes, it is.
Good morning. Oh, come on, guys. That was a little bit. Good morning. Yes, that's right. Adam's bringing the energy. Good morning, and welcome to the Unitarian Coastal Fellowship. As Unitarian Universalists, we celebrate that we are all sacred beings, diverse in culture, experience, and theology. As one of our spiritual ancestors said, we need not think alike to love alike. All are welcome here. I am the interim minister here, the Reverend Micah C. Ma, and my pronouns are they, them, and theirs. With me today are Joan Burton from the Finance Committee, accompanist Megan Smith on piano. We have Jason and Adam as well in the band today, which is why I'm a little surrounded up here. We're figuring out how to share the chancel up here. Shout out to, looks like we have Harriet and Dan on tech today, who are both actually subbing for two people who are out. So if anyone has any desire to learn how to use our sound system or want to have fun playing with the Zoom camera, we welcome that. And Zoom camera's up there. We always give them a wave. Hello to those joining us in Zoom land today. Now, do we have any visitors in the sanctuary today? So anyone, raise your hand if this is your first time here. All right. Okay. Well, did you introduce yourself last week? Okay. Wait, is this the... Oh, where's the handheld mic? This is not it. Oh. Was the handheld not working? Oh, sorry. So you see, normally this is the part where we ask visitors to introduce themselves, but you have to speak into a microphone, otherwise the people on Zoom can't hear you. Okay, well, if anyone wants to introduce yourselves, you can stand up and yell, and I will beg forgiveness from the Zoom people for not being able to hear you. Would anyone like to introduce themselves? All right, Eric.
My name is Eric Sharp, and I'm still visiting from Maine.
Good morning. My name is Nelson Cooper from Beaufort.
Yeah. We do not endorse any candidates here. Sweating. Hi, Sabrina.
And I'm Tiana, and this is Jakari, and we're from Newport.
Oh, yay. All right, welcome to all of our visitors. Oh, wait, there's more.
I'm Maddie, Bob's daughter, and I'm visiting from Baltimore.
Yay. Very cool. Any other visitors that I missed? Okay, welcome to all of our visitors. We're super glad that you're here. And now, wearer of many hats, Joellen Essex is going to make her way up here somehow to give the announcements. Yeah, be careful. There's a lot of cords up here.
I'm Joellen Essex, I'm Chair of the Finance Committee, so I have some good news at the end. First of all, let me see. Big thank you to everyone who helped us pull off the goods and service auction last Friday night. We had Laura Presswick and Helen Kelly organizing the silent auction, but we also had Kai stepped in and saved our butts at the last minute, and also Joan Burton. So, I mean, it took a lot to do the silent auction. Thank you so much. And then we have Mark Hooper and Miriam Green leading the live auction. Dave and Louise Hughes chaired the whole thing, and so many people helped in so many big and small ways, including donating really great stuff. So we had a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, and just please give all these people a big applause. And we made $4,933. Not bad. So, and this Sunday we have a cool music workshop led by Eric Bannon, a musician who's coming from Chapel Hill for the weekend. This Music of the Circle workshop is from 4 to 6 p.m. We will be learning to blend voice, body, percussion, and simple movement in a way that builds community and cooperation. All are welcome, from experienced musicians to those with no musical experience at all, and there's a potluck afterwards. Our annual stewardship drive starts today. This year we have set a preliminary stewardship goal of $155,000 to help us pay for our new minister. We know we can make it because we make our miracle goal of 140 last year. So this year there are new faces, which we hope will help to contribute. And we have new friends who want to be Unitarian Coastal Fellowship, and they want us to succeed. So this goal is all about welcoming our new minister and letting them know that we're as committed to this relationship as it is possible to be. So please, get your pledge packet from me and whoever else has these things today. Be as generous as you can, and this is how you do it. Okay.
Now invite everyone in the sanctuary to please silence your cell phones, and all those on Zoom to please turn off your cameras to conserve bandwidth. Thank you, Zoom. And once you all have done that, we invite everyone to please turn and greet one another. Beloveds, we gather today in the spirit of generosity. Generosity with our time, generosity with our talent, generosity with our treasure, generosity with our love. Love shows up in all kinds of ways. Love shows up when you stop to let a turtle cross the road. Love shows up in stocking the little free pantry we have outside. Love shows up when you call a friend just to see how they're doing. Love shows up when you call a legislator to advocate for justice. Let love continue to bubble up from this place and flow outward. As the Universalists used to say, let us love the hell out of this world. Because hell does not come after, hell is what we make for ourselves. And so let the love swell up until there is no more room for hell. Let's love the hell out of this world.
Amen.
I invite everyone to repeat after me. Come, let us worship together. Right. Let's light it from this direction. Yes. Yeah, I invite Joan Burton then to help me light the chalice. Like I said, we're working out how to share the chancel. Today's chalice lighting is by the Reverend Rachel Hayes. We light our chalice this morning with our hearts turned to the work of our congregation. We have inherited this institution from generations of people who believed in the power of human beings to bear love into the world. We carry this tradition for those who find comfort, inspiration, and joy within its real and virtual spaces. We tend the spark of imagination and hope for the world to come. And we light also our peace candle to remind ourselves that peace is a process that requires work. That, as the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, peace is not merely an absence of conflict, but the presence of justice. And we now invite everyone to rise as they're able and willing for our opening hymn, number 404 in the gray hymnal, What Gift Can We Bring? Now, some of you may know that one of my personal heroes is Fred Rogers, the host of the long-running children's television show, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, which now has found a spiritual successor in Daniel Tiger. Is anyone here who watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, or who watches Daniel Tiger? So Mr. Rogers did pass away in 2003. And when he died, his website contained an explanation and help for parents to explain to their children just what had happened to Mr. Rogers. And part of the explanation on the website was that feelings are natural and normal, and happy times and sad times are a part of everyone's life. Which is why every week, as part of the service here, we have a time that we call Joys and Concerns, or which some people call Joys and Sorrows. This is a time when we lift up the things that are making us happy, as well as the things that are making us sad. As Mr. Rogers said, anything mentionable is manageable. When we're together in community, there shouldn't be anything that we're afraid to talk about with the people who care for us. No burden too large and no joy too trivial. So that all together we learn to talk about and manage our big and small feelings. So in a moment, Megan's going to give us some beautiful music, and I invite everyone to line up against the wall, the far wall over there by the triptych. Please do be careful of the glass mosaic, which was just donated to our church from the church auction. And come around to the front, where we have a basket of shells and stones and sea glass, which were blessed by people who came to our building dedication. And you can take as many or as few to represent whatever is on your heart and deposit it in the glass chalice of water. You can also just leave a blessing on the stones if you wish. If you have a personal joy or concern that you would like me to read aloud to the congregation, thank you, Mark. If you have a personal joy or concern that you would like me to share with the congregation, we have some joys and concerns slips there that you can fill out and leave in the basket. And after I have shared our world and community joys and concerns, I will read aloud the personal joys and concerns from the basket. This stone is for the victims and survivors of the mass shooting in Kansas City during their Super Bowl parade. We grieve that this joyful event for them was marred by tragedy and grief. We grieve that the 2 shooting suspects were both minors and that half of the 22 injured were also children. And we grieve the death of 43-year-old Lisa Lopez Galvan, a mother and radio DJ. Guns are now the #1 killer of children. This stone commemorates the 2nd anniversary of a plane crash down east that claimed 6 lives. Stephanie Ann McInnes-Fulcher, Douglas Hunter Parks, Jonathan Cole McInnes, Noah Lee Styron, Michael Daley Shepard, and Jacob Nolan Taylor. There is now a memorial to them down east in front of the Dollar General at the intersection of Highway 70 and Highway 12. Closer to home, Martha and Joe Nassett, dear members, would like to thank everyone for sending cards to Joe for his recent birthday. Martha says they gave us many chuckles and laughs and will continue to do so. Amazingly, none of the cards were duplicates. Martha also had her knee replaced last week and at this time is in good shape with caregivers and meals. They appreciate all the care and support that UCF shows for them. Our dear member Mary Anna Newman had emergency surgery last week and was in Duke Hospital for several days. She has since been discharged and is recovering nicely. Phone calls are welcome. Adam writes, please remember Tommy and Kim. Their mother and friend of mine died suddenly. We are sorry for their loss. Melvin asks for well-being and love for my wife. Is it Carlotta Cooper? Yes. Carlotta Cooper. And Barb and Bob Thomas are married 56 years today. The note says, so far, so good.
We need lessons.
I now invite everyone into a moment of silent contemplation. Take a deep breath in and out, and let's practice being still for a moment. I now invite Vice President of the Board, Mark Hooper, up to give his testimonial as to why he contributes to UCF. Mark and Penny have been members of the church for, 25 years? 30 years. 30 years? Oh, let's round up. 30 years.
And I never had to wade through so much beautiful stuff in all those years. I look forward to hearing the band. I'm actually going to try out after the service to be part of it.
That's right. We're holding auditions. No auditions necessary.
Okay. So, thank you. The energy in this place is phenomenal. Maybe it's left over from Friday night. I don't know. But something's going on. And what's going on is us. And that's the beauty of it. Sometimes out in this world, there's so much negative stuff going on. But we come here and the positivity is phenomenal. And me this year, I've got big energy. I am ready to go crazy. I don't know why, it's just the way it is. I went crabbing last week. I went crabbing last week for the first time, and I've been doing that for close to 50 years. And when you go, you pull your pots, and you're going to see, what's down there. And that's the beauty of it. But what was down there was as good as I've ever seen. Like, wow. And pot after pot of just wow. And that positivity is still in this room, and we're doing great. So we're going to pledge to keep this place going. And the cool part about that is you're also pledging to come. You're not going to pledge your money and then not come. And that's the beauty of it. And when you come, you bring your talents. You bring your drum kits and your this and your that and your kids. And it's beautiful. It does take money to run the place. I think you all realize that. You all live in homes. You know what electric is and this and that. And we've got all that stuff here. But we've got friends to do it with us. So I pledge because I go to church. I've always gone to church. And if you go to church, you got to pay your money. I mean, it's just every church requires you to put some money in to keep the place going. There's no other way to do it. We could charge admission, but I don't think that would be a good idea. I don't see that happening. So I have fished my whole life. I have spent an inordinate amount of time in a boat with a dog. And Sunday mornings was when I saw people. And Sunday mornings were when I did not have to work, truthfully. I got a half a day off. And that was beautiful. So I love to go to church. I'm coming to this one, and I'm coming back for 30 more years. Thank you all.
All right. That was very well said, Mark. Thank you. And you did that all without notes. He was like, this isn't the kind of thing I have to write down, is it? And I was like, no, if you want to write something down, you can write it down. If you want to, just speak from the heart, you can speak from the heart. He speaks from the heart. And now, another thing from the heart. Yes, we do have a new band. No auditions required. If you want to be in the band, you can be in the band, I'm pretty sure. You just got to pass the vibe check. Yeah, and fit on, that's true, you got to fit on the chancel. So I invite up the band doesn't have a name yet. I think we're taking suggestions.
I do like that universal knowledge. And you're all part of the band. At the end of the song, there is a time. You'll know when. And you'll hear it over and over. So you'll know the words. Please.
Check one, check two.
Sing.
As far as I know. Check one, check two.
Check.
Let's do this.
So the song is called The Show Starts Now by a band called The Cloud Cult, which I'd never heard of. I really love. They're young, different. Thanks, Micah, for introducing that. They're really phenomenal, different. The band is called, the song is called The Show Starts Now, and I asked my bandmates, I wanted to just say something real quick. So, I've spent time on stages, but I think when I hear the song, it gives me I get anxious on stage anyway because it's a show, and I think we all present a certain something to people, kind of like a show, but I don't think that's the show this is talking about. When I hear it, the show, it's the big show. It's not just us. It's us and the guy with the big pickup truck and everybody. We're all in this. Make sure I'm making noise here. The physicists and the mystics say there's no such thing as time. If God is now and everywhere, why is it so hard to find? I wanna be the guy who lives in the moment, not so lost in my mind. I guess my show starts now. My show starts now. Grandma said it doesn't matter what we have to do. She said, worry about what you need to do, not what you're made of. They say we're made for chaos. I say we're made for love. Guess our show starts now. Our show starts now. I gotta say, they're all great. Without Jason, this wouldn't happen. He's teaching me how to do music.
Did someone just yell Freebird? Come on, man. I'm scared, man. Oh, we got some rock stars here for serious, right? Man, that was amazing. Love it. You know, I've gone to see Cloud Cult in concert, like, every time they toured for many years, until I moved here, actually, because the farthest south they went in their last tour was to Washington, D.C., and I was like, am I going to drive all the way to D.C. for a concert? I just might, you know, but I didn't end up going. But you know what? It felt like I got to see them just now. That was great. Yeah. All right, so a little bit of backstory. So when I first arrived in 2021, it was like UCF, the Unitarian Coastal Fellowship, was like in this long, dark winter. You know, it was 2021, there was no church building. This one was being built. They'd already sold the old one. We were on Zoom. Every single worship service was on Zoom. It was a real bummer. You know, we watched other churches opening up and having live worship, and we were on Zoom. And we missed each other. Everybody missed each other. You know, people talked about missing the auction and potlucks, and finally the new building finished construction, and we moved in May of 2022. That was our very first worship service in the new building. And then we were in this learning stage. There was a lot of learning. We had to figure out where to put all the furniture. We had to figure out how to unlock and lock the doors. And we're still working on that, honestly. So, reminder for everybody, whose responsibility is it to make sure the doors are locked? That's right. It's everybody's responsibility, including me. We're still learning how to use the new sound system. We are so grateful to, you know, everybody who has stepped up. We had to get coffee hour going again. Remember that? You guys who were here? We had to remember how to put on an auction, and all these new people have started coming, which has been so wonderful. And so now here we are. It's 2024. We're coming up on 2 years in the new building. And we're like that little live oak tree outside. You know, there's a little live oak that was planted in the parking lot. It's got acorns on it. Has anyone seen? Joan Burton pointed them out to me. It's got acorns on it. It's amazing. So we've got our roots firmly in the ground. We're getting bigger. We're putting out these new branches. We're putting out these new leaves. We've got a band. We've got a social justice film series. We've got a flagpole outside. Have you seen all the flags that we got on the flagpole? And you heard Mark's testimonial for why he's a part of UCF, why he gives to this community. You've heard the band tell us that the show starts now. Because this is your show, really. I mean, I was always the interim minister here. There was always an expiration date on my time with y'all. That's why they left my little walking stick up there to remind you that I'm going to take my stick and go. And so you're the ones who decide what UCF is going to be. It's up to you. It's up to you. Your time, your talent, your treasure. Whether you've been here for 20 years or 20 days, UCF exists because of you. It doesn't just exist for you, although that's part of it, you know. But when you're gone, UCF exists for the ones who come after us. UCF exists for the vision and the mission. UCF exists because we and the ones who came before us and the ones who will come after us need it to exist. Because the Crystal Coast, because all of Eastern North Carolina is better because of Unitarian Universalism. Yay! Yeah. So did everyone get a couple of leaves in your printed order of service? They look kind of like this. Okay. If you don't have any leaves or you need some extra ones, we do have some extra ones up here. There's also pens scattered around. There's pens up there. There's pens up here if you need a pen. Or you can borrow a crayon from somebody's busy bag. Yeah. So on those leaves, you are going to write your own little testimonial of sorts. I mean, don't make it super long. It's got to fit on the leaf. You can write why UCF matters to you, what you found at UCF. You can also write your hopes and dreams for UCF. I mean, if this is your first time here today, you're like, well, I don't know what UCF means to me. It's my first day. So you can write what you want to get from UCF. You can write what you want UCF to accomplish in the future. Like I said, your hopes and dreams for UCF. And when you're done, just go ahead and stick it on that tree there. I'm going to ask some people to help move that guitar case out of the way so that it does not pose a tripping hazard. And then just stick it straight on the tree. And the tree is going to remain up for the next 5 or 6 weeks, so you can come up and see what other people have written on the tree. We might leave some Post-its out so that, if you think of something next week or the week after, you can add it to the tree. And at the very end, we're going to see what everyone's got, what everyone wants. So, let's get started. Let's leaf out our tree. just to name a few, I see making the world a better place, love and acceptance for all people, centered in love, a place for my children to learn and hopefully come to understand themselves more. Thank you for your hospitality to a fellow UU, community, bonds, and action. UCF is family. Love the band and can't wait for more of the choir, hoping for a great new minister. Release, love lives here. Continued camaraderie, community, lots of community. World peace, love for all. This is all from you guys, you know? This is your show. And I am very proud of this little squirrel that I made at the very bottom of the tree. And as the stewardship campaign continues, the squirrel is going to make its way up this tree for this big fat acorn at the top. Can you see? This acorn is like bigger than the squirrel. No wonder the squirrel wants it so bad. It's a $155,000 acorn. So please do check back over the next few weeks to see all the leaves that people have added to the tree. Add some more of your own if you think of more. And we'll watch the squirrel make its way to the top. All right, will everyone please rub their hands together for a little bit until you feel that warmth come up? Yeah. And let's hold out our palms to the universe, to ourselves. Just feel that warmth radiating outwards as we add a little more warmth and hope and love to the world. May this tree remind us of what we're doing it all for. All right, I invite everyone now to remain seated for our next hymn, number 354, We Laugh, We Cry. We're only going to sing verses 1 and 4. Before I invite Joan up for the offertory, I almost forgot to say that this tree was painted by Marty. Yeah. I know, Marty was also one of our banners at the auction. It was great. So thank you very much, Marty, for producing this beautiful tree for us. In like half the time it would have taken me, and a twice as better tree as if I had done it. All right, I'll invite Joan up to please read our offering words. Okay. Yeah. Careful with the cords.
Hi. Every month we share the plate with a different charity or nonprofit organization, meaning half of everything that goes into the offering plate that isn't a pledge is shared with the charity or nonprofit. So this month we're sharing the plate with Family Promise, which UCF has supported since their founding in 2011. Family Promise is a local nonprofit organization that helps homeless families. Your donations will help these families buy groceries, clothe their children, and get back on their feet. Please give generously. I invite the greeters forward to collect today's offering.
Will everyone please join me now in blessing our offering? With hymn number 402, we will sing it twice through. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live.
And now please join me in our chalice extinguishing words. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And in Espanol, Perno la luz de la verdad,
El calor de comunidad, o el fuego de nuestro compromiso. Estos los llevaremos en el corazón hasta que estemos juntos otra vez.
And now we invite everyone to please rise as you are able and willing for our closing hymn. Number 1021 in the teal hymnal, Lean on Me.
our tradition in this congregation to hold hands for the benediction. So if you don't want to hold hands, that is also fine. You will have the most success at that by just moving into the center of the amoeba. You can also touch elbows, touch shoulder, link arms. Oh, the circle's getting really big, isn't it? All right. Is everyone in the circle who wants to be in the circle? It's looking kind of circular today, too. Sometimes it's a... We just built this one, Ron. Yeah. All right, friends. I am so glad to see you here today. I think Mark's right. The energy is off the chain today. So glad of it. Always remember that this little life is your show. You have the power to affect the world around you in big and little ways. Make this show whatever you want it to be. Amen and blessed be. And the band is going to play us out. Is it a baby friend? Is it a baby? All the stars above the line, a fantabulous night, they roll beneath the cover of October sky, and all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breeze that blows. I'm trying to beat through the calling of your heartstrings. Here we go. And all night magic since whispering up. Night seems to shine your blood. Can I just have one more dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Here we go. Caravan on my dreams, hoping to get there, and then I will make you my own. But every time I touch you, you just tremble inside, and I know how much you want me, and I know you can't hide. Can I just have one more dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love?
I feel like talk and stuff. Woo! All right.
You're the smart one, that's why I keep it around.
All right.
I didn't go flat on my face. I'm sorry, yeah.
She said, why is it called a crash cymbal?
For the money.
Yeah, the only reason I said that is I said keep going, you just...